Well, hello there, folks and fellow tubers. I am Nuclear Scaldy Suffin, and in today's video we will be doing part 4 of my Mark of the Ninja 2012 original walkthrough. And the name of the level we will be doing today is called A Change in Course. Your target is hiding in Hessian Tower. Under heavy guard, you'll need to distract his forces before you can get inside. We're going to go ahead and press play. And unfortunately, I don't have enough honor points to bother some of these other things. All have accumulated, of course. But I've got 3 other things that we haven't used just yet, like Emperor's Abyss. While standing or hanging directly below an enemy, press up and left click to pull them to an early grave. The other thing I mean is Hangman's Hymn. While dangling from a grapple point, press left click to grab an enemy and string them up. Last but not least, Twilight Gate. Lean against a door, then press left click to pull an enemy through the door and to their death. Excellent.
What?
At the foot of Hessian Tower.
That's the tower, but it's under heavy guard. I have an idea. If we can set that building on fire, the blaze will draw every guard in the complex. You remember the story of Sawayama Castle, right? That may have been hundreds of years ago, but this really isn't that different.
Okay, so you notice this little structure, this big structure here. We can't go there, at least not yet anyway, because we have to go to the other one on the opposite side in order to get there. And we've got to do that by setting the other one ablaze. Sawayama Castle is an actual military stronghold in the medieval Japanese province of Omi. During Japan's Civil War period, Sengoku Jidai, when ninja actually operated, the castle is held by the Azai clan. In 1558, the castle was besieged and an Inca ninja named Tateoka Doshin and his men infiltrated Sawayama Castle. They fabricated paper lanterns that had the same symbols the castle's guards used. Equipped the lanterns and dressed as samurai, they walked into the castle and promptly set it on fire. The chaos caused by the fire allowed the attacking army to take the castle. This level is actually inspired by after I read about this incident, so it seemed like that just somehow had to be reflected in the game somehow. Nels Anderson, lead designer. Sorry for the slur of speeches, I guess I'm just a little tired. It's nighttime when I'm making this video, so sorry again about the slur of speeches. I'm just a little tired, I think.
Look, another equipment cache.
Spike mine. Set a spike mine to kill the first guard to walk over it. Don't throw it too close to enemies or they will hear it when it lands. So today's optional seals for this level are: terrify a guard by killing another with a spike mine, open all the gas vents, kill 2 guards with a single chandelier. I'm gonna go ahead and distract this guard by smashing this light with the bamboo dart. Voila, that's just what I did. Now, obviously, I don't have to, but I'm going to go ahead and put his body in there just because it hides his body, and that in turn earns you extra honor. And I'm going to go ahead and hit this murder of crows to distract that security guard over there, the big dumb clunky one. Did I hear something, or is it just my Canadian accent?
I know I heard something from over here.
But I'm not going to get behind him until he turns the other way, because obviously that's dangerous, and that'll just get us noticed. And voila, that's how we're going to do it. And I'm afraid he's nothing more than simple mere memories now.
Watch out for those sensors. They can catch your slightest twitch. So when they sweep across you, stand still.
So we want to be careful about those things that Aura was just talking about, so we want to stand still, as she said, because it will detect our slightest movement or twitch, as she said. You can get under it, but you have to be absolutely and utterly still. Now that it's gone, I'm going to go ahead and get up here. Okay. Gonna look in there, make sure there's no other big, dumb, clunky guards that could notice us. As I mentioned before in one of my previous videos for this game has very memorable enemies. Partly the combination of their Canadian accents and their just big, dumb, clunky body builds. And slick, bland, kind of oddies 2010s clothing. I'm terrible at coming up with names, and whenever I'm struggling, I look at my record collection. Karajan is named after Herbert von Karajan, a great conductor with a great last name. We also name-checked several Japanese improvising musicians of the game, including Toshimaru Nakamura, Otomo Yoshihide, and loosely Tetsuji Atayama, Chris Dolan writer.
Usually have a gas main in the basement. Start a leak, and we can spread the gas to the rest of the building.
I'm gonna go over here so I can grab this artifact. And new optional seal: terrify a guard by killing another with a spike mine. Now what I like to do here is use the grapple hook to get past that, and surprisingly no guards will notice us. And we got 200 points plus worth of undetected, basically. And I'm going to go ahead and go over there. I'm going to hit the right-click button to turn off this tripwire. Hopefully that wasn't dumb or dangerous to do it. And there's a scroll down there, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it.
The flushing daimyo leaves his bed to find and never return.
It's interesting, that's the first scroll for this level, now that I think about it. Must be jumpy tonight. Or, yeah, either that or it's my Canadian accent. Bit risky what I'm doing, but I'm gonna go ahead and... Boy, this is a dodgy part, but we'll get past it. Mark my words.
Everything seems fine.
Bit imperfect, but hey, I had to do something to get that dude out of the way, so... I'm gonna go ahead and figure out a way to use a trip mine to get one of those... Not trip mine, spike mine. I mean, my bad. Sorry again, I'm a little tired, so forgive me if my words and speech is a little slurred somewhat. Yeah, probably wouldn't be a good place to set it, necessarily. I'll do it a different place where it's a better place to do it. Just gonna go ahead and skip those guys and not bother to kill them. Whoa, I almost killed myself.
We've got pipes, vents. We could use these to start a fire. A big fire. That intake is drawing in gas. Open a few of the vents upstairs, and we'll be ready to turn this place into an inferno.
I don't see anything. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hide behind this riot gear guard, and voila, he's dead. That was a bit dodgy, I must admit. Designing environments that look dark but also interesting and functional was a huge challenge. There were several iterations tested before the final solution. I eventually realized that the characters and the platforms had to be silhouettes for people to understand when they were in the dark. I had to work within a small tonal range for the foreground art, so it would feel like night, but light enough for the characters to pop out. This was especially true for any of the interior environments. I kept eliminating detail from the art assets to reinforce the darkness. Adding lots of windows and glowing technology to the interiors helped make the closed-in spaces visually interesting. The time when I was figuring out everything was frustrating for everyone, because understanding if you were in light or dark is an essential feature of the game's design. Megan Shaw, lead environment artist. I'm just gonna grab that treasure there. I don't see anything but my Canadian accent.
Guess it was nothing.
And voila, took him out. He's dead. And there's no real place you have to hide them. And we're gonna go up here. Interesting, this is usually how I get into the gas exchange, as it's called here. See if there's anything unique or worthwhile grabbing here. Oh, let's be sure to check this out. We knew we didn't want music wall-to-wall for the entire game. On the audio level, this is the sort of game that needs space and room to breathe. When there was music, we wanted it to mean something, so we built an interactive system that would react when player had been spotted, was fighting/fleeing, or was being hunted. As a base to this, we have ambient music tracks that almost blend into the background. Each world got its own track to glue it together thematically. As the art style of each world changed, so did the music. Matthew Martinson, Audio Department. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I should say his last name, that is. Well, luckily I don't think there's anything important in here. There's that artifact over there, but we'll grab that when we find a different way to get over there. I'm going to go ahead and run because there's no enemies nearby to notice us. Just good.
Any contact? Someone caught sight of him, sir, but they've lost him. Well, I think he tried calling him before.
There's nothing really else to do there. Okay. One smoke bomb.
Now we need to spread it throughout the building. Go find it.
This level is the first in the game that presents something approaching non-linearity. Early on in prototyping, we experimented with levels that were even more non-linear, similar to Thief, one of my biggest inspirations. But no matter what we tried, those levels were just awful. It just doesn't make the 3D to 2D conversation well. It's too difficult to mentally map the space, and players become lost easily. So we provided something non-linear, but a bit more structured, that still allowed the player to choose a subset of all the possible rooms. This seemed to split the difference well. It provides the player the ability to choose which vents they want to go after without creating a space that makes it easy for the player to get lost. Initially, we didn't have any lasers in this elevator shaft at all, but that did make wayfinding quite a bit more difficult. By offering branches that still went one floor at a time, we got what we wanted. Nels Anderson, lead designer.
And open them wide. 3 should do it, but opening more will make a bigger distraction.
And I'm going to go ahead and turn off this light. But of course I'm going to quickly hide behind that vase so that there's no risk that the guard will notice me doing it.
I can see you.
Go ahead and provoke him a little more with the bamboo dart. See if that attracts the attention of any other nearby guards. So that way I can know if there's another one, so I can do that spike mine seal and complete it.
It's clear.
Undetected, 200 plus points. Excellent. He's nothing more than simple mere memories, I'm afraid. Let's make sure there isn't any other guards there to notice us. Kinda doubt it. Open it back up, Ninja Man.
I think someone's down. Buddy, you okay? Hey, buddy, you dead? Damn, too late.
Luckily, that doesn't fail any seals. But still, I'm going to be careful to try not to do that if I can.
This is somewhere else.
Come on, you retarded guard.
gas is leaking. Now we need to spread it through it.
We've read that already, of course.
Go find the vents that lead up from the basement and open them wide. 3 should do it. But opening more will make a bigger distraction.
Okay, so I have to steer clear of these security lasers as much as I can. And in fact, I'm going to use a smoke bomb to obscure them. I'm going to use it to destroy that trip mine, the bamboo darts, that is. And voila, I think this is the part we'll find that artifact, as it's called. And voila, 500 plus points for it. Honor points, I should say. Okay, see if there's anything interesting or important up here.
The hand of the rest. One cry, a lover, no ears. Lie still. Arm open.
Gonna use the bamboo dart to destroy that gadget up there. I'm just gonna open this door as soon as it goes the other way and use it to destroy that tripwire. And this is the first of the gas vents to open. And I've opened 1 out of 6 thus far.
1 down, 2 to go.
And I'm gonna open all 6, unlike what she's suggesting. Because I think it's just so kind of satisfying to get everything done with the seal. At least in my opinion it is. Alright. Luckily I think we've passed this area, so obviously there's no guard that will notice us. Guess we've been there already. Alright. Guess it doesn't turn off on and on like it looks like it would, but hey. That's 2 out of 6.
You need to open 1 more. Hurry, before they figure out what we're up to.
Alright. So what I'm going to do is hit that guard.
Heads up, dog smells somebody.
I'm going to go ahead and lightly see me. If I could just figure out some way to get him to walk all the way up there. Show yourself. At least with my Canadian accent. Now, I'm not going to move until he's moved over to the right a little bit. And here's what I'm going to do. Voila. He is history. Yeah. Except I'm going to hide his body far enough away that the other guards won't be able to notice it. I'm not even going to run just so there's no risk that they'll hear me running.
Is there someone there?
This is a perfect situation to use the spike mine, I believe. Unfortunately, they noticed it, so I'm going to have to do that a little differently. The way they grit their teeth is just so funny. And I'm going to leave his body there, but I'm going to go ahead and destroy these lights so that the other guards won't be able to notice them. And I'm going to turn off the power so they can't turn it back on. First, I'm going to destroy this light so that there will be little to no chance of them noticing me.
Check that out, will you?
Then I'm going to go ahead and try and toss the spike mine over here.
Can't see anything.
Oh, Luke, you were supposed to use the spike mine, not the smoke bomb, you moron.
There's something coming from over here. What was that? Show yourself.
Come on, walk over the spike line.
Hey. It's clear. Hey, Legion. Shots fired. I lost him. I see it. Shots fired. Over there.
Oh, I keep failing at that. Keep managing to notice it.
Who broke the light? I'm sure there's nothing here.
Excellent, he's dead. Now I'm going to do like what I did before, which is hide behind this door and smash this light with a bamboo dart as a means of distracting them.
Check it out.
I'm going to go ahead and put the spike mine here. Finally, seal completed. Hide behind him and voila, he's dead. And I'm gonna go ahead and hide one of their bodies in this door here. See if there's another place you can put this guy's body. Yes, in that vent over there. We'll have to go over there quietly, of course. And hide his body there. Perfect. Excellent. Killed him. Terrify a guard by killing another with the spike line. Got that one done.
Smells an intruder. Dog smells trouble. Keep an eye out.
Dog smells my Canadian accent. Keep an eye out. Something I might do is, perhaps at least.
Hey, Tim, it's here.
Oh, I am history. Yeah. Something I'm going to go ahead and do is take out the dog, I think. First, I'm going to go up here since I got detected by the thing there.
There's nothing here. There's someone out there. He smells me. What was that?
It's a good way to kind of distract them a little bit. But then I had to go back up and do that vent to avoid them noticing me.
I know he's still around here somewhere.
Ah, finally. It's the right place. No, that didn't kill both of them, though. That didn't. Okay, don't want to do that, because that's going to activate it, regardless of how close or far it is.
Dog smells trouble. Keep an eye out.
Dark smells my Canadian accent. Keep an eye out.
I think I heard something. Someone out there?
Dog smells my Canadian accent. Keep an eye out. Come on, boy.
Heads up. Dog smells somebody.
Maybe I'll do a little bit like what I did last time. Be briefly visible in the light of this chandelier.
He smells like a intruder.
Ah, perfect! Yes! Finally! New style unlocked. Path of the Hunter. Kill 2 guards with a single chandelier. Finally. Ah, that was not easy. But I finally got it. Voila. And he is history. And I'm just gonna drop the dead body of this human guard near the dog, just to see what his reaction is. He is dead too. No real point in hiding their bodies. Now I'm gonna go through here. Can run because there's no guards to notice us, of course. And I don't think there's anything else in here. Yep, I think we've been there already. Yep, I'm pretty positive we have. One of the first major features I worked on for Ninja was controlling how the sound effects play depending on how far away they are from the player. We decided that the base volume of a sound would be determined by a simple straight line distance to the sound, which is easy to calculate. However, we also wanted sounds that are further away or coming from the other side of a wall or door to sound muffled and far away. To achieve this, we do a pathfinding operation through the empty spaces of the level to find the appropriate distance the sound would had to travel to reach the player. And we apply an audio filter based on the result. This is a much more expensive operation, and a lot of time was spent optimizing it. This system is also used in reverse. By calculating the distance from the player who is running, for example, we can determine which of the guards should hear the player's footsteps. Brick Miles, Programmer. I'm gonna go ahead and toss that spike. Dude, you were supposed to use the spike mine, not the smoke bomb, you retarded moron. And voila! That took him out.
Hang on. Hey! Target probably ID.
Don't let him get away! Don't let my Canadian accent get away! Peasant's death. First time I got this in this walkthrough, at least from what I can tell. Come on, die, boy. Die, doggy. Get him. Retarded moron. And voila, 3 out of 6 gas vents opened.
Get maintenance here now.
Get maintenance here now. Get my Canadian accent here now.
That's enough. They're starting to get suspicious. We need to get to the roof.
Like what Aura's suggesting, I'm gonna go ahead and open all 6 vents. So that we've completed the 3rd and last of our optional seals. And notice the tip of that chandelier. I'm gonna use it to take out the guard there. That way he won't be a problem.
Did I hear something? Huh? The lights broke. No sign of target over here.
No sign of Canadian accent over here. Voila, he's dead. We'll do that there in a little bit, but first let's take out that other guy. If he was even there. I thought so, I just wanted to make sure though. Just to get his attention again, I'm gonna go ahead and... Funny to see these soldiers angry, just to see their reaction, their gritting teeth. Yeah. Come on, boy.
No one. Let's move on.
I'm gonna have to do something a bit risky and sneak up behind him. Voila, he's dead. I'm gonna go ahead and hide all of their bodies in one of these vents, just to earn extra honor points. There we go. 4 out of 6 gas vents opened. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go here, because this is a challenge room. This one is a bit of a challenge, but it's not quite as challenging as it looks. Yes, it's a bit of a puzzle figuring out how to turn off certain switches, of course. Yep, that just... Although it turns off that upper one off. So you have to be careful not to go into the security laser, because, yeah, that will vaporize you in an instant. So yeah, you don't want to do that. Okay, let's turn that one back off. All right. And I'm going to destroy this tripwire with the bamboo dart just while I'm thinking about it. And I turned off one of those at least. And voila! We're already there. Got the scroll.
Nightingales sing. From the floor their quarreling heralds an escape.
Guy has an interesting and distinctive voice. Very Asian character, sort of, if you will. That's how I think of it anyway. Well, this game is based on Asian culture, so... False alarm, I guess. I'm just gonna walk up behind him very quietly and voila. Not only that, I'm gonna go ahead and hide his body inside of this small vent here. Voila, that's just what I did. We chose to have an optional objective for opening all the vents, but it was a very deliberate decision to make it an opt-in decision on the player's part. So it felt like something the player can choose to pursue versus a sub-objective the player can fail without preventing them from completing the level. The player shouldn't feel punished for not doing something that's optional, or it's not really optional, is it? Nels Anderson, lead designer. And I'm just gonna turn off this tripwire. Don't let him get away. This is probably the video where I've gotten detected most playing this game. And I'm gonna take him out here. There we go. Took them both out. And they're done with. Okay, now just gotta open all the gas vents. Just one more to go and we will have completed all 6. Ah, look what we got here. Enough money to buy bat spray. While hanging on the ceiling or atop a perch, hold down and press left click to target enemies with a deadly stealth kill from above. Armored sleeves. Grants extra protection without compromising agility. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one just because it's a bit cheaper. Okay, I think we've been here already. Hit it in the wrong direction. Okay. got a bit of an idea on where we could go, possibly. Let's go through here instead, rather than A, risk our lives, and B, waste smoke bombs. Except we might have to use it on this thing here. Okay. Voila, we turned it off. Destroy that one, thank the Lord. Okay. So now we've got to figure out how to get out of the level now that we've done all we needed to do. This final ending sequence, despite the fact that it's both short and relatively simple to get through, went through many revisions. My initial idea for this idea was a longer sequence that was about 60 seconds long, where the player had to get past some guards as the clock was counting down. The pacing here felt strange though, so we removed the enemies and turned it into this hanging panel explosion sequence. In the end, it seems that all of our games have a sequence that's very short to play, but takes a tremendous amount of time to implement. In Shank 2, there was a rolling boulder in the jungle level that took a long time to put together. This rooftop fire was Mark of the Ninja's rolling boulder. Interesting comparison.
That fuse panel doesn't look too sturdy. And look at the way it throws off sparks. This might be just what we need.
Okay, so we're gonna hit the bamboo darts to take it down. And we can go through it, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit the other one first before I do that. And last but not least, these two. Excellent. And now we've got to run for it. We gotta be quick so the fire doesn't hurt us. Now, new objective, escape the fire. Unfortunately, there's a time limit too. Voila! We finished the level. Completed all optional seals. Awesome. 8 out of 9, not bad. Well, folks, I believe that will end part 4 of my Mark of the Ninja 2012 original walkthrough. Remember, if you like this video, please bamboo dart that like button below. And if you wish to see more of my videos, please shuriken that subscribe button below. And I shall see you all later, folks. Until then, take care, especially in this period of pandemic and protest. Until then, though, my name is Nuclear Skull 87, and I shall see you all in the next video. Amen.